Hello and welcome. I am Scrapper Lock, and this is Satisfactory Early Access Update 3. And we are back, and I've been working on my oil refinery, which you can see right in the distance. I actually built a sky bridge. As you can see, what I'm starting to do now is build more complete structures right out of the gate. So we have a sky bridge that takes us over to the oil fields and also will take us to the refinery, which I built near the oil fields, since what you really need is just oil. And so I'm working on doing that. I've got 3 more refineries to build, and I hope we have enough power for this, but I think we should. So what I built was a hypertube. It takes us along this nearly finished bridge. I have to do the columns and of course the ceiling for it. It doesn't take us all the way back to the oil, which is over there. There's one of our oil rigs right down there. Because I have this other hypertube that takes us over to the refinery, which is going to be an open air kind of a thing. I'm going to build one of these sort of gangways all the way around it. I also built an access way so that we could go in here. This thing goes through that column to the other side, hooks up, and comes out. It doesn't go all the way back. I made that break in there because sometimes we may want to go down this way and go visit our oil extractors. Now, I haven't built the pipes to get out here yet, but what I'm working on now is the refinery. So I'm going to have, geez, in the end, 12 of these things. So here's the idea. These 4 are going to be making plastic. They take in oil, they make plastic, and they output waste, heavy oil residue. They're going to be putting out 10 heavy oil residue a minute. That's 40 oil residue. It's going to come over here, and there's going to be another refinery right here. And this refinery, let's see, how do I have this set up straddling the line? And this refinery is going to take that oil residue and make petroleum coke. Petroleum coke can be used as a fuel, I think, but in any case, we can refine it into petroleum coke. This one can also do the same thing, 40 per minute. These guys are going to be making rubber, and they're going to make 20 fluid per minute. So these guys are going to be putting out enough for 2 refineries to go, and these guys will be putting out enough for 1. So there'll be a total of 3 refineries, which I will put like this. And then I needed some more concrete. Whoops. Let me change our hotbar to make a little bit more of this here. And our petroleum coke is just going to come right out this way. And is going to sit up on a little platform. So we're going to need containers for that. So I'm just quickly building this, and eventually I will build in support structures underneath it and all of that, and make a nicer design for it. But for now, I just want to get this started. So these guys are going to be outputting fluid waste and solid product. So the fluids are going to be going this way. The solid product, the plastic and the rubbers, are going to be coming this way. So the rubber will be right here, and we will make a storage container for that. My guess is we may need 2 of these. We should be alright. Kind of like this. And then here, kind of like this. think that should work, theoretically. And then what I've got here is a little plan. We can put, I think, the belts up here, the pipe there, and they will stack together. We could potentially also just put the pipes under the belts, but I want to be able to walk underneath them. So I'm actually working on the output first rather than the input, just because I think that I want to make sure I know where the output is going and all of that. So let's go ahead and start building our outputs. And that means we need to go to the pipes, which are there. And I'm going to just open this up under logistics and put this on 9. So the way this is going to work, and let's see how it goes here. So we're going to put this, is it 3? I'm going to put this in the middle. But we want to line it up with that. So there. And there. And there. And then let's see. Yeah, we're going to need more iron plates. So the idea here is we're going to bring the pipe out. I'm not sure I like that turn. I might have to pull this back a little further. Let's see. I think I like that a little bit better. So we're going to pull these back to just past the light silver thing here. So let's see. Right there. Okay. So our pipes go like that. And then we need an intersection, which would be 6. Like a junction. It's so hard to line these up, I wish it would snap. Can we get that to go? Or is it too close? It's too close. Alright guys, I'm going to play with this and I will bring you back when I have a solution. I'll see you in a moment. Alright guys, so I think I have a solution, and I went back to the main part of the base to get metal plates so that I could build more of the supports that I need. You know, these things. Right? So I have enough of those, and I think I have a solution for our refinery. And the solution was to pull these back, so I got rid of the storage containers. I'll put them up later, I guess. I'm just trying to get this worked out. So we've got the pipes going, so I just need a... Whoops, this is the wrong one. Here we go. 3. Right there. And then I'm going to need to right angle turn it, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. We'll try that. And see how that looks. That doesn't look good, so let's see. I want this to be kind of a right angle. That looks good. And then to get this to be a right angle, and we're turning it into night here, we need something like that, I think. Yep. Alright, so now we have the waste going out to this particular guy, right? And then he is going to be putting the coke out, and we'll bring it up here. And I guess these guys are going to be moving it out at what? 12 per minute, 120 minutes. So, oh my gosh. So we're going to need Mark 2s or 3s. So I guess we're going to need 2 lines. 1 line coming out of him and 2 lines coming out of these guys. So we'll put 2 storage containers. I can't imagine we're going to want to save that much coke. But we're probably going to have to keep building these. Maybe we should go that way, actually, with it. So... and we're going to get blocked over here, too. Maybe this wasn't the best place in the world to put this. Maybe we should go this way, because there's a lot of room out this way. So let's try that. So this is a lot of, you know, as you guys have seen, there's a lot of like trial and error here. I've never done anything with refineries before, so I have no idea kind of what I'm doing. Do I have room in my inventory? We're not leaving stuff behind, are we? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's go out this way. As my sense is, what's going to happen is we're going to need to like permanently store this coke. It's just going to keep coming out, right? 120, 240 a minute. It's going to fill these things up really fast. I don't know how big the stacks are, but I get the feeling that, you know, we're going to get storage containers just filled up really, really fast. So we may as well prepare for that and go ahead and build, you know, make the space to keep going that way with it. We're not going to start it that way, but we can keep going that way. So, storage container. Oh, every time I try to move, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so there's one. And there's another. And we're going to need a second one here. And then we're going to need the Mark III belts, I guess. So let's go to the conveyor belts. We're going to need Mark III on this guy. So this one will go to here, and these two will go to there. So we're going to need a merger here. Oh, that's not right. We've got to merge them going that way. And that's a Mark II. And then this one. Okay. It's also going to be a Mark II. And then we go out at a Mark III. And then this guy's coming out at Mark II as well. So let's see, we go this way. Right, so our coke is going to go in this way, come out that way. Right? Our crude comes in and our coke comes out. 120 minutes. So these guys take 30 megawatts each, so we're going to be doing a lot of power, bringing a lot of power out. Okay. So now we've got to get this, whoops. We've got to get this refinery outputting, so we'll go back to our pipes. Number 6. You know, I wish you could color the pipes. I don't know if you can. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, because the orange doesn't look that good with the red. I'm going to have to see if they're colorable. I don't think they are. Okay, so that sets that up. And then the question is, alright, now we got to get um, the output, right? The plastic or whatever, the rubber, plastic in this case, going the other direction. So we're going to create another storage bin here. Like maybe that, right? And then we're gonna need to create our stack here. What am I missing? Oh, great, I'm missing concrete. Oh boy. Never have enough material for what I want to do. Let's grab a little of it from here, because we don't really need this, so we can make some concrete. Use some concrete to make these things. And we need one here. And one there. Right? And then the idea is... And then I guess we're going to need one more, like, here. And we're coming out at a rate of 20 per minute. So 80 is the max, so 120 is the fastest we need to move. This is the... stop it. Why is it not? There we go. I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry, guys. This is what I want. Alright, type 2 belt coming out. Going that way. Oh, and I want to hit that and then go. Right. So then we've got to make a merger. Right. Is that a splitter or a merger? We need that to be a merger. So number 10, I'm switching to being a merger, because that's what we're doing right now. There. And then, so we need a lift. And this is going to be a type 1 lift. Now I got to make sure that we're at the right height. I think that might be right. Yeah, that looks good, guys. Hey, not bad. So then this one... it's gonna go there. And they're only mark 1 until we merge here. Oh, that's gonna be ugly. That's unfortunate. It's clipping. Well, I don't really like that. So we're going to have to go up 1 stack and play around with this. So I will pause it again, and I'll bring you guys back when I have solved this little problem. Be right back. Alright guys, so I have a solution, not as elegant, but we now have our belts up a little higher. And so we're coming out of here, we're going straight down, and one of the things I've got to do is these guys are coming out as again at 20 each, right? So this is 20, they merge, it's 40, they merge at 60, so at this point needs to be Mark II belt, and there we go. Actually, I don't know that that's true. Hang on, this is 20, it merges, this is 40, it merges, this is 60. No, these just Mark I belts until there, and then this is a Mark II belt, and it comes into here. So that will store tons and tons and tons and tons of plastic for us, right? Obviously, I got to get the other side going, but we'll do that later. And now we got to start setting up our power, and then I've got to bring the oil. Right, and these guys are taking 30 each, times 4 is 120, right? And then these guys are taking 30 each. That's also 120. And one of these refineries produces 120. One of these oil extractors that produces 120, and two of them produce 60. So it's just enough. So what I'm going to do is power these guys up and then start bringing the oil over, and I will bring you back when I have that set up, and you can see how it looks when we've got it all running. Alright guys, I think I've got it mostly figured out here. Just take this stuff down. So, we've got a giant pipeline that is connecting our three oil extractors into one route, and it pipes it up this way, right? And it goes through this column, and then this is temporary here. This is while I was working on it. In this column, it comes through the column, and then we can go ahead and put the wall up now because we don't need the opening anymore. And then this travels along this way and all the way back to our refinery area. And now all we have to do is power these guys and turn them on, and we're ready to go. So let's see, the power is coming from here. So we'll put our Mark II poles next to each one. Hopefully this isn't going to clip anything. And put a Mark II pole right there. And then we will connect. Freezing while it saves. Connect to that and that, and where's the next pole? There and there, and connect to that pole and this guy, and to this pole and that guy, and I'm sure it's all clipping now, right? Is it? Yeah, it's clipping through the lifts. So I'll play with the placement later, but for now I just want to get this stuff powered. So these guys are all powered now, and that means all we got to do is connect up the oil extractors, and we should be producing plastic and also that coke waste. The power runs through the walls coming down this sky bridge, but then I brought it down from here, and so that we can connect up our refineries, or our oil rigs. 1, 2, and this should prevent any of our little buddies from spawning here. 3, and I also put right here a line pump because it is a 20 meter, just about a 18-19 meter lift from here to there, and I don't want to have it not be strong enough to get up there, so I don't know if we're needing the other pumps. I don't think we will, because it's not doing anything more vertically except going up. Once it's up there in here, it stays. So let's see what happens. So we've got the oil coming through our line now, it looks like. Right? It's just starting to fill up. And is this pump working yet? Doesn't look like it is. Is the oil going up? So why is it not coming up? Do I have to turn the pump on or something? Filling up. Okay, maybe it's got to fill up first. It's not coming up. Oh wait, there goes the pump. There it goes. Okay, so it just had to fill up a little bit. And now we should start getting oil in the line, I hope. Everything has to, I guess, get to capacity first. But it's not coming up, and I don't know, it's almost behaving like it's not connected. Which is sort of odd. I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. Take this off, see what happens. Okay, so now it's going. I guess it didn't need this. Seems like it's going happily. I mean, I don't know if I needed to put it before this, the pump. Maybe that's what I needed to do, is put it ahead of it. And now it seems like it's going happily, so that's good. And so now we're going to head back over, and we should be seeing the refinery actually working because the pipe is full. I do wish I could color this something other than orange. It's starting to fill up. It's not going to be maxed out yet. So we should start seeing some oil go through here. And this should start, and there it is. And it is now producing plastic. So we should start seeing plastic come out, and there it is, guys. We're producing our first plastic. There it goes. Very nice. And now, is this getting the waste? Yep, it's starting to get the waste. And then eventually the waste will come down this line. So now you're starting to see some green lights showing up. They're starting to fill up, and we're starting to produce plastic up there. So you can see if we come up here, there it is, guys. We're making plastic. Looking good. And you can see we're going to actually make it pretty quickly. We've already got 20 made. We've got some of our residue coming out. And is this thing producing anything? It's slowly collecting residue. This is awesome, guys. So we got half our refinery done. One of the things I'm going to need to actually do here is split this pipe and send the other half of it over this way. But for now, this is perfect. And we've got max flow going here, here. Not quite here yet. But it'll slowly build up to the point where we're maxed out. Right? Once this thing is absolutely full, then it'll start pushing stuff down this way. Right? And you can see it filling up. So yeah, this line carries 300, can carry up to 300 a minute. And we're producing 240, so this is the only line we should need. And everything is looking really good. I'm really happy with this. We're getting lots of plastic coming in. Look at this, we've already got 112. We only need 200 to get to industrial manufacturing. So our refinery is looking good, and I will keep working on it. And I'll bring you guys back later when we've finished more of the refinery and gotten more stuff done. And I'll have a lot more hypertubes. One of the things you've noticed is, I'm sure, that the refinery is not in the main base. And that's because I've started to realize having one main base like that gets very, very Rube Goldberg-y, because you get cramped and you've got things going every which way. And so I think I'm actually going to break this out into some smaller factories, just because it's just too hard to keep everything organized in a single base. But I'll keep thinking about it, and probably changing my plan over and over again. Obviously, with this thing, it's floating right now. We're going to need to clean it up and put girders and things underneath to make it look good. But for now, we've got our plastic being made, and in not too long, another maybe hour of building, I'll be able to get the rubber being made, and then we're well on our way to our next milestone and to industrial manufacturing. Until next time, I am Scrapper Luck, and this is Satisfactory.